Hello, guys. We're back in the podcast. For those of you listening at the moment, and for those of you watching, I am joined by my colleagues here. Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk.
I'm so glad that we were able to make this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. Finally.
Finally. First of all, I'd like to introduce my guest for today. Coming up from my right-hand side, Mina.
Hi. Hi, Don. How are you?
Good. And Mina, and how about the surname? How do you pronounce your surname?
It's Mina Singh.
Sing.
Yeah.
So can you sing for us?
Yeah. But it's not that sing, it's sing.
Yeah. Sing. Yeah. It's amazing to see we all came from different places, from different countries, I suppose, And now we are here in Ireland. I suppose, Mina, we have to welcome the gentleman over that side.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And his name is
Prince.
Prince. Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah. No.
Well, my name is Prince, and I'm from Ghana.
Yes.
Prince of Ghana.
That's it. Yeah, Prince of Ghana. Drums and all, everything.
Yeah.
Drum
All
rolls.
the trumpets,
Well-
drums.
Yeah.
That's what people say. Like anytime I mention my name to people, like I'm called Prince. They're like, "Hey, Prince from Ghana." Like, no, just Prince.
Prince.
Like,
Prince.
just Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plainly Prince. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mina is actually from.
I'm from India.
Yes.
I'm from the north part of India. It's called Uttarakhand. It's a mountainous region and it's very beautiful and it is one of the touristy place. And like people come from different parts of the country to visit there during like with their colleagues and with their friends. And it's a nice place to spend your time with your friends.
Yes.
Yeah, but like basically, for 25 years, I have been raised in the west part of my country, which is called Pune, which is a city in Maharashtra. And like I miss that city. Like it's like I have never been outside to Pune for this long, and like I'm here in Ireland for like for a year now. It's just difficult for me to move to from a city where I have lived all my
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 25 years I've been there, like since my childhood to my adulthood I have been there, and then suddenly I have to make this big change.
Yes.
I was excited, it was good, but yeah.
When you mention about India, people will always think about the clothings and everything like that, but you dress like different from like the traditional dress that we know. They don't know that in India there is this place wherein I think you came from this place, lots of buildings and
Yeah.
it's a high rise up buildings and all these things.
Yeah, so as I said, like I've been raised in a city. It comes under a metropolitan state, that is Mumbai, where the main Bollywood is there. Yeah, the buildings are very high. There are like 20 floors and more than that, mainly in Mumbai. But where I come from, like you can have buildings more than like 20 floors, and it's more modern. It's not what I can see, people have different perception about India, that like it's very poor and like it's
Like it's like
very
lots of poverty.
yeah, lots of poverty is there, but no, like it is more than that. It is developing, to be honest, like it has developed so much in every field that I'm very proud of. And like I think because of that, as you said, my dress up and everything is different what you usually think what Indian people used to wear. I think it is because of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's kind of really modernized.
It is modernized, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it
yes.
is modernized.
Typical for other people, even the Philippines, they always think like poverty and all these things. But when you go there, when you go to the city, there's so many
Yeah.
buildings like New York,
Yeah.
similar to that.
Exactly.
So how about Prince? Can you tell us about like your upbringings in Ghana?
Well, first of all, I'll say that Ghana is not like well developed. From your context, because when you talk about well developed countries, we are looking at various aspects like infrastructure wise, systems and how things are being run in different countries, But Ghana is a developing country. That's what's everyone terms the country to be. But from my point of view, we are a developing country, but it's not like how people really see it. Ghana is very It's a very beautiful country because I live in Accra, the capital. And though I come from two part of the regions, two part of the country, that is the eastern region of Ghana and also the Ashanti part of Ghana, Ashanti region part of Ghana. But I lived in Accra, because of school and education, everything, at school and then work. I was living in Accra. So I would say Ghana is a very beautiful country. Yeah, yes. A very beautiful country, to be honest. And then they are very welcoming. Recent studies show that Ghana is one of the most peaceful countries in Africa. Almost every tourist would like to go to Ghana. We had this thing in Ghana called homecoming. This thing in December. So almost every December, people are coming down. I mean, from all over the world to really enjoy or to have a feel of their rich culture. And then how welcoming we are as a country.
Mina, when you were growing up there in India, is it always in your mind to go abroad, work abroad?
John, this is a very interesting question. I remember, I just said, I go to abroad, but I was not knowing then that, this dream will come true one day. I didn't give it a thought when I was studying in college. I was just, we were just hanging out and doing college stuff and just having a best time of the life. After graduation, then, people were like, my friends are just other places for work and people getting serious about their career and everything. Then it was time I need to be serious about myself as well. After my graduation, I just worked in a private sector. It was a very luxurious hospital I was working. Then I was not satisfied with what I was doing over there. It's just that I was needing something more. I just don't want to be working all my life. I just want fun, and I want to earn money. I want to have fun in my life. Obviously I want to grow in my career as well.
Have you any in the family who is working abroad as well?
Well, no.
Oh, just yourself?
Yeah, just
okay.
myself.
Oh my God, huh?
Yeah, it was a big decision, and no regrets. I'm loving it. Yeah.
Yes. Just as when you were growing as a kid before, what are the things that you do for fun as a young kid?
When I was a kid, we don't have these this much technology what these kids now have. All that, smartphones and tablets and everything, they just play PlayStations they are playing with now. So we used to play outside house. We used to play we used to play in groups. We used to go to park. We used to play with our dolls, and then kitchen, the kitchen set, playing a home. It was all those stuffs we used to do. And I remember the cell phone I got into my house was when I was in I was in 9th standard. I got my family has this mobile phone, and in that we used to play this snake and ladder thing. Yeah, so it was really nice, and we were very addicted, all my siblings, and we were just fighting just to have that moment and just to play with that phone. So yeah.
Oh yeah. And then when it comes to economy,
as I said, India is a developing country and it has developed massively over time. The economy has grown, it has just reprocessed the UK economy recently. I think it is just doing very good. Earlier I can say the poverty was very much, but now I'm proudly say the poverty is not much. There's still poverty in some place, in some parts, in the rural areas of India.
yes.
But it's developing,
Okay.
now it's it's changing. The government are doing so good to provide electricity or the basic thing necessity to all the people of the country.
Is it expensive to live there when it comes to electricity bills, when it comes to all these things?
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah,
But is it okay when it comes to the salary of the people? Is it compensated?
well, it's different to
I suppose
people to
different
people.
places.
Yeah, exactly. What you are from which background you are coming from.
But you're in the city yourself.
In city, for me, I can afford. Thank God I can afford because my family is good, and I had a job there, so I can afford the basic necessity, and
Yes.
I can have fun. So with you can have that luxury.
Yes.
And the basic, not luxury, you can have the luxury,
But you're
as
okay,
well.
you're okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're not
You can survive.
begging.
Yeah, you are not. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
You
yeah.
are not crying for the basic amenities over there. You can
Yes.
have, you can still survive.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it's not that bad.
Not that bad, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll turn to Prince because everyone is like always interested. When someone mentions about Africa, they always show this that you need water and all these things. How is it living there as a child?
Well, for me, I would say that anytime I see that, well, when people say Africa, they take all the countries to be, as one. But when it comes to Africa, Africa is the continent, and then each and every the continent has different, has 54 countries. So each and every country and its challenges they have. But for me, growing up in Ghana as a child, okay, I would say that I was fortunate enough. My father was working in the mine. He oversees the gold mining company. So for me, I had that. I really had a good life, in quotes, not trying to like blow my trumpet, but I really had a kind of life I would say kids here in Europe also had. The mining company had a school which was well, which was up to that standard that every child has to really get, And then in the school, we had all the amenities that every child has here. We had football pitches. There were sessions that if you want to learn how to swim, you could easily get it. And then the kind of friendships, we had growing up, so that was something extraordinary. We had buses that would take us from school back to our homes. And in the homes, we're living in estates, which were built by the company, So there wasn't anything like lights out or shortage of water or anything. For me, I never had that kind of life, But on the other side, some children didn't really get that because their parents were not working in the mine company. So people who didn't get that had that kind of experiences, like maybe difficulty access electricity and all. It's not like they didn't have they had it, but sometimes there was shortages, and then shortage of water and that kind of thing. For me, the kind of experience I had would be different from someone who didn't really get that experience.
But can you say that you're in a middle class or upper class when it comes to like in Ghana with that kind of lifestyle?
With that kind of lifestyle, I wouldn't say we're the upper class because even within that sector, we still have some of our colleagues whose parents were like or the topmost levels who really had better options than we, the ones who, my father was a junior staff. So per the junior staff level, we had everything that we needed. To be frank, we had everything that we needed. So like for me, I really enjoyed that kind of I really had a good upbringing, like good environment, growing up. But then some family members of mine or some friends of mine who were living outside where I was, they didn't really get that kind of opportunity that I got.
That's amazing, isn't it? Like
It's just,
yeah. I suppose people like doing this video thing, right? Sometimes they over exaggerate. In the Philippines, they always showing houses like shanties and bad surroundings and everything like that. They don't really show the better things in the Philippines. Growing up, I'm always curious about people from different places. Now that we are here in Ireland, it is now more diverse than ever. Because when I came here to Ireland, that was in 2005. When I walk outside, people would still like look at me. Maybe they were like, there's somebody here who's like an Asian, something like that. But little by little, 5 years after that, there's more Filipinos coming to Waterford. Obviously, Waterford, it's not the capital, it's not the main city in Ireland. Even at that time, it's not many Indians as well. And it's not many Africans as well. But now, when you go to town, you can see so many Asians and so many like different...
it's diverse now.
Diverse now.
Yeah.
It's good, but obviously there will always be people who will say, oh, it's not good.
Well, yeah.
But for us, like here working, we're contributing to the county and the country itself, we're doing our best. And then eventually, like for myself, I'm actually an Irish now, right? And obviously for yourself, the two of you, eventually you'll become Irish citizens.
Yeah.
We came here, our intention is good. I'm happy that there's more of us here now.
But unfortunately, the Ghanaian community is so small. Like, we don't have a lot of Ghanaians in Ireland. In Waterford especially. Ireland in general. We don't have, people say we have Ghanaians, but then hardly do you see them. For me, the few ones I know are the nurses that I came with, and then some few Ghanaians I know.
But is it not popular in Ghana? Ireland is not popular in Ghana.
Ireland is not popular in Ghana. When you talk about countries, Ghanaians would normally travel to. They're looking they're looking at US.
US, yeah.
Germany. The big countries, UK.
Yeah.
Australia. I just mentioned it. But when they say Ireland, sometimes someone ask you, Ireland, where is Ireland? Ireland's in Europe. It's just like they are neighbors to
yes.
to UK. And like, really? And when they talk about Ireland, they all think about Northern Ireland, but they don't know that there's difference between Northern Ireland and then Republic of Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to really take your time to explain. Oh, okay. Yeah. Before they really get it. Like, so actually, well, we don't even have Irish embassy in Ghana. No, we don't. So even if you're applying for a visa, it has to go through Nigeria. Nigeria has the Irish embassy. Yeah. Yeah. Even here in Ireland now, we don't even have a consulate, a Ghanaian consulate here. Let's say, for instance, if I want to give you an invite to go to Ghana, you have to apply for a visa to London, UK, for you to get post your passport to UK before we can get a visa, before we can travel.
Is it because Ghanans it's not many of you?
Not so many of us. Yeah.
No, like even in Ghana, what's the population?
The population, if my memory serves me right, I think we're about 30 to 32 million.
Okay, it's a lot actually.
It's a lot, but
it's a lot. Yeah,
but we don't have the Irish embassy. No, when like let's say for instance, if you had a lot of Ghanaians coming to Ireland, then that can trigger the government. Okay, then let's get maybe an Irish embassy in Ghana. Ghana is also not too far away from Nigeria. So
yes.
Sometimes they also think about, okay, why then do we have to get? So I think maybe it's more of maybe diplomatic, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But,
probably it's like that.
The truth of the matter, we don't have an Irish embassy in Ghana.
Funny thing is that Ghana, if it's summertime, it's only an hour.
Hour behind. Yeah,
hour behind from Ireland. It's amazing. It's so far away, but it's an hour behind. And then during winter,
we're on the same time.
Same time. That's why whenever, like sometimes I can see Prince talking to his friends in Ghana. I said, are they still awake? And then he's, no. Yeah. We're in the same time.
Indeed, he is lucky because India is not the same. It's like 4.5 hours.
Everyone is asleep there already.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you have to wake up very early and then, so that you can talk to somebody there, especially weekdays.
Exactly, during weekdays only.
Say, Philippines is worse actually because we are 7 hours advance actually.
Advance, okay.
Yeah, 7 hours advance and then 8 hours advance during winter.
Okay.
Okay.
When I first arrived here, the internet is not easy. You have to go to the internet shop in order for you to use the internet. Obviously, it's expensive as well. There's no video call, nothing like that. Good thing now, anytime you want, if someone is awake there or whatever, you can talk to them outside Ireland. Do you miss home much? I cannot compare it to myself because now home is not as missed as before. Home, the motherland. With the technology, you can always see them. But obviously, you guys are younger, way younger than me. You don't feel like you're missing home much the way we missed it before. Because before, the communication is so hard. Now, every now and then, everyone is on Facebook.
Yeah.
Everyone is on IG.
Yeah.
Compared before, there's Friendsters, but it's not as good as FB or IG. And how's the feeling of living here now in Ireland when it comes to missing home?
Well, I think like we are just blessed because we are born in that, we are from that generation where the technology has already developed so much that we just can see our loved ones, like even though we are like, distance apart, we do miss our family and we do miss our, home, but it is like but it will be different what you were missing back then and what we were missing now because of the technology. The beauty is like, the beauty of the technology and like the growth and everything and the accessibility and the affordability of internet has just make our life so easy that we just connect to our friends and our family like any time, at like you don't have to wait and you just have to just click one button and they are there. You can literally see them and you can see them doing things what you were like seeing them back home. So yeah, it's good. It's just you are like, I just feel like we are blessed.
You're blessed, yeah, exactly. Before I forget, I remember this moment when we had this Sony Ericsson at that time. It's a flip phone. And then I think that's the first phone wherein you can talk to somebody, looking at them, and they can see you. But the person that you're talking to should have the same phone. I was fortunate to have that before when it came out because I'm I like gadgets, and as you can see. And when it came out, I had to get it. And I was so happy that, oh my God, you can see the person that you're talking to. And then after that, the Apple came out with their iPhones. When I got my iPhone, I remember at that time, if you buy the iPhone at that time, you have to wait for like weeks. And then when I got the iPhone, and then I brought it to the hospital, and then everyone's just, what is that? Nobody knew about the iPhone at that time. Where did you get that? They said, did you get it from home? I said, no, from here. I don't know. Maybe they don't care about gadgets at that time. It's just being Asian, you're always like into gadgets. Because obviously the media, the advertising, they want you to get them. And of course, it's available in Asia. How about Prince? When you were growing up, when you become like aware of your surrounding already, did you think about going abroad at that time?
Well, fortunately for me, I'm not the first person to travel outside Ghana. I mean, I had aunties and uncles who had gotten the opportunity to travel outside Ghana. As I speak with you now, my auntie is married to a German, and then I have German siblings. So for me, it's not something like it was something new. But anytime they used to come back home, they used to come home on every vacation. They come like sometimes a year. I mean, every 2 years they come home, and then when they come, they try to visit every one of the family. So they travel all over the country to visit everyone. So that kind of feel, like I got that kind of feel. And then I didn't really have that at the back of my mind that I wanted to travel outside my country until I go to the university. So when I got to the university, I was like, no. I schooled. I mean, all my schooling was a private trained. So I was a private trained nurse. So I was trained in a private university, and I was like, no, the government hasn't really invested much in me. That's what I said to myself. That's because like all my school fees, my parents paid all the school fees and all that. So why then should I stay here after working?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why not?
Why then should I stay in the country? I mean, to work, because I mean, at the end of the day, because looking at how much the nurses would pay, the cost, the expense what my parents had in me, and then looking at how much nurses are being paid in the country, I was like, no, I have to go. I'll travel outside the country, not necessarily because of the money actually, but I just wanted to have that kind of feeling, just to go work outside to know how it is, Yeah, so that was what I guess that was the main reason for me traveling there. And then after school, just said, okay, then let me leave. But before you leave, no, I have to work. So I was working in Ghana. I was working in one of the hospitals, one of the most renowned hospitals in the country. The name of the hospital is called Focus Orthopedic Hospital. This hospital is affiliated to one hospital in US called HSS, Hospital for Special Surgeries. So whoever has been to New York would know about this hospital. And then they used to send down their surgeons to come to that hospital to work with us. So there are some complicated cases that they were not getting in US, but then we had that chance to be doing those cases in Ghana. So they come down to also learn, So when I was working with these guys, I'm like, So one time I asked one of them that, well, the kind of things we do here, how different is it from US? Is that like, they're the same. These are the same things we use in US, because they normally ship them down to Ghana, so to the hospital. Precisely, not everywhere, that hospital. I was like, okay, so these are the same thing you guys use there. Like, okay, then I was like, oh, then if I can work with these guys here,
it's easy for you to work here as well.
So then why don't you go? Why don't I go there?
Yes,
to work with them and then get the same
experience.
That triggered me, like, oh, let me just go for it. And then I started the process, and then eventually here I am. Well, you asked Mina about something, that, well, how much does she miss home?
Yes, okay.
Me, for instance, I miss home all the time. I miss home all the time, and it's not because of the infrastructure. It's not because of the gadgets we see here. It's not because of the way things are in the country. That's not the reason. That's not the reason why I miss home. But the reason why I miss Ghana is about the people.
Yes,
it's about the people. It's about the kind of relation we have. It's about the kind of connection. We know that, well, we don't have all the things that we need, but then when you go there, you feel at home. You're well welcome.
It's the people.
People are traveling down to Ghana sometimes not because of the infrastructure wise, but it's because of the people. I know one day I'll take you to Ghana, and then when you go there, I'm going to have a podcast like this, and then you and definitely you're going to mention about this. It's about the people. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so basically that is it.
Sometimes the simpler life is, the better in a way. Do you agree with that, Mina?
Yeah, I do agree, because when you have everything, it's just, you just want more. And when you have that, and then you just want more, it just never satisfy your thing. So when you have less, you don't expect much and you just live happy. So yeah, the less is better, as they say, is
When it
good.
comes, when we were talking about less here, less material things. When you're everywhere, all gadgets, all material things, you forget that the basic need of humanity is like you need somebody to talk to, like in person. You need somebody to understand what you're talking about, what your feelings, with the material things, cars and all these things. Sometimes it's in the way.
Yeah, like as I said, like though technology has helped us to connect with our loved ones, though they are miles apart, but still at times there are moments when you just want to hug them,
Yes.
but you cannot. Because
yeah.
right,
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
need that, you need that loved one to be with you, just to sit with you. You can hold their hands and talk to them, like whatever is there.
Yeah.
And being away from home, like this is the one thing I will miss the most. That like though I'm able to connect with them, but still there are some times or moments in like being here when I feel very low, when I don't have a good day at work. I just want my mom to be beside me, and I just tell them, and I'll just see her and see her face, or like she just put my head on her, and like it just give you peace.
Yes.
So
yeah.
you
The touch,
miss,
I'd say.
that touch. You need that touch, at times when you are away. So that is important. And when you don't have friends, you just feel lonely and depressed. And
Yeah.
being in county, like Waterford is a very beautiful city, no doubt. But still, like there's not much happening.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What I mean, like it's not just like because I have been grown up in a city which is just
Very
full
busy.
of people, crowded. Like the nightlife is massive, and it's just
It doesn't
not
stop at 6 o'clock.
It doesn't stop at 6 o'clock. So true. Doesn't stop at 6 o'clock. So yeah, so that was a change, and yeah, I do miss all those things about home.
That's a very big change. I was born in the city.
Yeah.
But my parents brought me to the
Okay.
countryside, and I grew up there. And basically, it's an island. Well, we have electricity, we have all the things, but it's an island because Philippines is composed of 7,100 islands.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's a lot. So
Yeah.
I was born in the main big island.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was raised in a small island in my father's province. We call it province.
Okay.
When I finished college, I went back to the main city, the capital, and I worked there before coming to Ireland. And I got used to the lifestyle there. City life and everything like that, We don't stop until, I'd say it's like
Two.
24 hours really. Because
Exactly. At some places, it's 24 hours.
24
it never
hours.
stops.
even though the shops, the malls will be closing at, let's say, 12 o'clock. But there are some places they close at 2 o'clock. And then people are actually starting to wake up again because they'll be working in the morning.
Exactly.
The supermarkets, the markets, the whatever, like shops and all, they will start to wake up again. And then the city is just awake
Yeah.
all the time. Now, when I came here, I was like, oh my God, I said, 6 o'clock? It's very early. It's so quiet, Because if you're coming from the city, like a really busy city,
Yeah.
it's quiet. Waterfall is quiet.
It's true.
Oh my God, I said. But in a way, I was able to feel like relaxed. At that time, I had no other choice, but I said, if I'm going to be just thinking about it's quiet here, nothing's going to happen. So I kind of flipped. Maybe it's time for me to
Change.
just grasp this, to change, for a
adapt,
change,
to
adapt with the situation. I felt like I had more time for myself. And then eventually, whenever I go to the Philippines, I feel like, oh my God, there's so many people here. There, like, oh my God. So it's the opposite.
You have adapted
God.
the,
Yeah.
the peace, what you are
Yes.
getting here, and you just feel, oh my God, please shut down.
Yeah.
I just want to be alone.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
I think maybe like in few years it will gonna happen with us as well.
It will be.
But I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so because when I went back home, here it's very quiet, and then it's like, here it's very hard for you to even hear a car horning.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard. But
Yeah.
way back home, it's a
Oh
normal,
my God.
it's a
Everyone.
routine.
Just
Everyone is
It's
just honking.
Oh my
never stop.
Never up.
It never
That's a-
stops because
Yeah.
Everyone is horny. Even sometimes when I'm driving, I also horn. Of course, everyone is horny. So you have to also horn.
Yeah. Everyone is just
If you
doing their
don't
thing.
horn, it's like who this person on the wood.
Oh my God, yeah. Here it's like nobody will do that because that's an offense in a way. This is offensive to somebody who's like doing nothing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And the best part of being here is I really love the work-life balance what the people are having here. They give more importance to life. They are not just they are not into rat race. They enjoy their life. They do their work and enjoy their life. I just love that thing. Like it was not there back home. That is the minus negative point. But like being here, like I'm really getting new things. I'm learning new things, and like I've enrolled myself into dance club. I'm having time for myself to do something apart from just earning money. I'm investing on myself.
on yourself. Instead of just being a nurse and working and then
Exactly. I'm not just being a nurse. Like I'm like, and more of that,
That's amazing,
So that
huh?
really, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
That's one thing I found. Yeah.
I think Mina has done well than me.
Oh God,
Because
no.
for me, like, for
You're
me-
doing something as well.
I love to work. For me, I love to work. I love to work, and sometimes like
Work.
sometimes like I finish my shift and it's like, what am I doing again? Like I need to do something, like
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, the more you work, the tax man to also be happy.
No, that's it. They're very happy. Very happy.
Yeah,
That's the
let
thing.
Work. No problem, let him work.
No.
So
No.
myself, I try as much as possible to stay indoors. I don't really like going out. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You're a homebody.
homebody.
I'm total opposite.
I'm
Total opposite.
Opposite of me.
I just cannot be home all the time,
Yeah.
I do enjoy my solitude, but most of the time I love going out, meeting people and go for hikes and do something new. I just get bored with the same monotony. I need change.
Well, for me, like when I'm home, I have my PlayStation 5. That
Yeah.
that knows,
Yeah, I know that.
I have
Yeah, exactly.
PlayStation
Yeah.
5, so just
Yeah.
So you see me play my games, and then sometimes I'll be on the phone talk with friends. So that's all I actually. But aside that, I also go to church and as well. I mean, I sing in church as well. So I also go for.
And you're doing
rehearsals.
swimming lessons now.
And now I'm doing. Oh my god!
Oh my God. I brought it up.
So I told them that next year I'm going to swim for Ireland for the
Ireland,
Olympics.
Oh!
That's insane.
And we will cheer
Irish
for you.
team.
And we will cheer for you. And we will cheer for
Anytime I
friends.
say that, people just mock at me like, Well, I know, just one of those things, yeah.
Oh God.
That's amazing. Ghana is near the coast.
Yeah.
There's big water there.
Yeah, wonderful beaches.
Body of water, yeah. But he has never learned swimming there.
I don't know how to swim. No, that thing is, see, when we are growing up, people, I don't know whether it's because they don't really know how to swim or it's because they try to do crazy things. Anytime there are occasions and then the people go to the beach, they end up drowning.
Oh, okay.
So most people so because of that, our parents normally deter us from swimming.
Swimming, okay.
Don't go there. No. And you see, you be drowned. Like you see, so you
The
put that
fear.
fear in us.
Yeah.
When growing up.
But are the waves like big? That's why.
No, because
So
because,
deep.
by the beach side, it's very shallow. Like let's say, for
Oh,
instance,
I see.
it's very shallow. Like so, but people try to go deep. That's the
I
thing.
see. Yeah.
And then you see, well, I've realized something. Normally, people who get drowned are not the ones who fear, like don't know how to swim, but the ones people who really know how to swim are the ones who get drowned. I hope you get me, because they know how to swim. They want to go on an expedition. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go deep and then when,
challenge themselves.
challenge them. When you go deep waters, that is where you find yourself
They
in trouble.
start loving water and it's
Yeah.
and water just attracting them.
Oh my God. Yeah. They'd be like, let's go deeper. Let's go farther.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
So that is
Just
it.
dive into.
But I'm trying to learn how to swim, and then I know that well, if it goes well, and I know it's definitely going to go well. If it goes well, I'll try to take the advanced lessons and then go to the extra mile and then try, because I know most people in Ghana don't know how to swim. Maybe in the near future, I'll try and maybe establish a swimming lesson class.
Oh, that's
maybe
good,
a
huh?
school kind of, to really train people how to really know how to swim. And then when people get that courage, they would love it. But I'll tell them not to go to deep water.
He has plans. He has future plans. Oh my God.
Aim high.
Aim high.
But one thing at a time.
Let's go.
So you are not just sitting at home. You are planning your future. And I'm just doing nothing.
Now you're just for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
God.
All of us, we have all sorts of different things. And no matter what, you're from Africa, you're from Ghana, you're from India, Philippines. I mean, for us, the aim is just to take care of the patients. When it comes to studies in India, I wonder.
So, here, like I heard that, like since till 10th, it's free, right? It's till 10th, it's free. But it is not like that back home. Like if you are in a government school, you have to pay less, but still you have to pay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Only for, even for junior nursery and for UKG and LKG, still have to pay for the private,
Okay.
classes. And so you like, it's not free, but yes, like in rural parts of India where the development is not that much, the government is providing free education to the children so that they can have the basic education, so that they can survive themselves or take care of their families.
Only primary, maybe.
Only primary, till 10th. Till 10th.
Okay, here, primary and secondary, actually. They're still free, but obviously you can go to private school as well. But most people, they just go to government public school.
Obviously, who want to? Yeah.
Who wants to pay?
Okay.
I don't think there's any difference. Not that I know somebody in private school. One of the things that I like about Ireland, no matter where you are from, let's say what types of job you have, everyone is just the same. There's no discrimination, and then people are talking to each other. If you're a consultant, if you're, let's say, whatever job you have in the hospital.
There is no distinction.
Yeah.
Like
You're from, I'm not going to talk. No, it's not like that. That is
that is very good thing. Yeah. Just to make people around you to be equal as you are. That is very good, and it just help people to work and to have a good environment in your workplace. It just boosts your what I can say, your performance.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Because like if there is distinction and people are not treating you well and they are just discriminating depending upon your position, then it's just, you don't feel like going there, right?
Of course. Yeah.
But like if your environment is good, everybody is treating you as equal, then you are like, you are overjoyed, you are happily work there, like even extra, I guess.
I suppose when it comes to history, Ireland they used to go to some other parts of the world to work, because Ireland in the past, they're like, it's a poor country, basically. And then when they joined EU, that's the time that they become better. That's why the people in Ireland, they know how we feel.
That is a good thing. Like people here are very acceptable. They just accept, they treat us good.
Yeah.
They are helping.
Correct.
It's very good. It's very good. Even when you just go out, like it was very weird when I came here and I was just, going to supermarket, and then the people, like somebody just, crossing me, and they say, "Hey, hello." They just, they just acknowledge you. They just acknowledge you, even though they don't know you. They just acknowledge you, even though they don't listen to you when you respond to them. They are in a hurry.
That's one thing. It's kind of weird as well.
Yeah.
That they will say hi.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't look at you.
Yeah, they just like, I think it's just it's just
a
in their
habit.
system that
it's a habit.
whenever they see, they just say it automatically. It just comes out their mouth. Just say hi, hello, how are you, and they just go.
And how do you
And
feel
then
about that?
Oh my God, who was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like new. It was weird.
Yeah. How do you feel
Earlier.
about that, Prince? When someone says hi, hello.
Well, sometimes,
Initially, when you were greeted like that, when you initially came here.
when I first came here, in Ghana, I mean, when you see someone, need to greet the person, then even that can take you like 5 minutes before you guys part ways. How are you? How are you doing? How's the family? Like we need to stand like that will take like maybe about 5 minutes before you part ways. Even though sometimes we didn't know the person, but here it's very different. Here sometimes when someone say hi, it's just hi, and the person goes away, and then sometimes you want to just say how are you doing, but we didn't see the person before you realize the person is far gone.
Yeah.
So that was for me. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Where am I?
Yeah.
Where am I? But with time, I realized that that is the way of life here. But I think it's not like they don't really like people. Irish are very nice. So far, since I came in here, I must be frank. Like everyone is so nice. Everyone is so
Totally
nice to
agree
me.
with
I don't
you.
know whether it's because I mean maybe I'm fortunate, but and I've never heard anyone say any bad stuff about any Irish. No, they are all nice people.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
for
Yeah,
me,
of
I
course,
feel like
yeah.
okay, well they are nice. So I mean, maybe the person is in a hurry to go somewhere, and that's a reason. But I would say on a scale of 10, I'll give Irish 9.5. Like
Of course,
they're
yeah,
very nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were saying before in the Philippines, the hardest words that people will always say would be thank you and please.
Oh
But when I
my
came here to Ireland,
God.
thank you and please is like common.
Yeah.
And you
know.
can add one more sorry.
Yeah.
Oh
sorry,
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
It's just, now I'm into that habit of saying
Yeah.
thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in Ghana that's part of our culture.
But that is very
If
good.
someone if someone does something, don't say thank you. The person really like takes it personal.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
might forget. It's
Yes.
not like maybe they don't say thank you, but the person can take it personal. Look, I gave him this. The person didn't say thank you,
Yeah, yeah.
But I realize that that's how these people also like. They also like to. I mean, for you to show gratitude.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
which is also for me. I felt. I mean, it wasn't easy. It wasn't difficult for me, just adapting to that because I'm used to I'm used to doing that all the time. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It was not difficult to adapt that thing, but it was not as usual.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was not as usual. Like how common it is, people are using these words like in
Every second.
In every second. It was not what
Yeah.
we were using back
Yeah.
home. So it was kind of new to us, and I think like we easily adapt to that thing as well because we were using it back home, but not this much. Like,
Yeah, not this much,
frequently.
yeah.
not
And then
this-
the word, when they say, "Are you happy?" And then
yeah.
in the Philippines, when they ask you about, "Are you happy?" That's a different meaning.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
am I happy? The first moment that I felt like I don't know what happy means. At that time, I was going around. I was actually in recovery.
Okay.
Actually, brought the patient, and then he was telling me about the patient, this and that, and then he said, "Are you happy?" I'm like,
What do you
"Am I
mean?
happy?"
What do you mean? Are you
Excuse me?
satisfied?
I said, "No, it's not sorry because I was only new at the time." I said, "Excuse me? Are you happy?" I said, "Am I happy?" "Yeah, I'm happy." I said,
Why would I be sad?
"You're so funny." Like, "I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. Yeah." And then eventually I found out that, when they say, "Are you happy?" It
Are
Are you
means,
satisfied?
Are you
"Are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Are you okay if I go now?"
Yeah.
Something like that. There's so many things that,
All that slangs,
Yeah.
it's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
it's
I
a
came in,
colloquial
I think
thing.
Yeah.
you told me about that. Like I was like, so like I would hear people saying happy, like
Yeah.
But I was finding difficulty in adapting to that. I mean,
Yeah.
in adding that to, I mean, as part of my conversation. So, but I don't know. Eventually,
Yeah, eventually. So,
it started
now you're
like,
saying, "Are you happy?"
you happy? Like, so if someone is not happy, then it means you have to make the person happy.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah.
You have to do that work until
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
happy.
Oh my God! It's just
Yeah.
we learn things, and then
Exactly.
now we're doing it. Of course, not all things we know by now because learning is like a continuous thing.
Yeah. Totally
You know.
agree with you. Yeah.
How settled are you now?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Are you-
I'm confident with my performance and with my work, what I'm doing. That's again, as you said, like learning is a continuous thing. I have to learn a lot. But whatever I have learned, I think like that will suffice me and that will help me to survive here. So yeah, I'm pretty much settled here.
And how about you, Prince?
Yeah, I'll be 2 years. I think in 3 days in 3 days time.
Oh, nearly there, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that is
nice.
since I stepped foot in Ireland.
Yeah, yeah,
but I'll be 2 years in October. Since I
yeah.
started working here.
Remember that time, man?
4th October.
Yeah.
I remember that
Oh,
day.
man,
And
yeah.
I know, Don was my preceptor when I came in.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
wow.
I remember. I still remember all the kind of things that he told me from day one.
You got a
Like,
Yeah.
cool one.
I remember. Yeah. But you see, but the kind of advice Don gave me, I would always say this. I would always thank him wherever I find myself. I was able to really adapt to the working environment thanks to Don. Because
You're welcome, man.
yeah, and then to be frank, you really did well for me, and then I would always say, God bless you for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
because when
you.
I came down, was like, do you know what, Prince? I know, fine, forget about scribing. I know you know how to scribe. So as a scrubness, like, and people want to scrub because for me, I was scrubbing every day in Ghana. When I was in Ghana, almost every case I was just doing it. And then Don was like, no, I'm not scrubbing. You know how to do scrub. Forget about scrubbing. Just understand the flow, how things are being done here. Just try to, like, if you know how the system works here, how things go, and then you're able to, flow with them, you'll be okay. And then with that, trust
Then
me.
it just went.
And now,
He was flying after that.
Yeah.
I think that is very important thing to have a good guidance when you are new here, because even though the basics are same, but still it's different, right? So if you have a preceptor or a mentor who understand you, who just make you at ease, it just help you to learn things quickly and without any hesitation.
Yeah.
Because even I got a good preceptors, and like whatever, like she is good, like she is very good, like I seriously admire her. Like I just want to be her, like I just want to be like her, like work wise, like because she is such a pro. So I think like it's a vital thing to when you are new to some country, and when you are new to anything, like to have a good guidance is very important. So like, well, you were in a very good hand.
Good, yeah. Yeah, because for me, my approach at that time, when Prince, when I was talking to Prince and everything like that, I don't want to be telling step number 5, step number 1. I have to tell him from step number 1. In that way, he will be able to organize things for himself. And if he will know about that, then everything will just, if there's a step 5 being done, he will know that that's step 5.
Yeah.
You know?
From step 5 go step 6.
Yes. And I'm thankful that Prince is appreciating that.
Because sometimes, not trying to say ill about some people who came after me, because I realized the kind of things what Don told me during my time, and then those who came after me are like with different. Well, every preceptor has a different way.
Yes.
Different approach.
Yes,
but
of
at the end of
course.
the day, they want to teach. I mean, it comes back to the same thing. But like I said, different approach. Okay, so some people would come in and there's like, all they think of is just scrubbing, case. But you see, the thing is it's not all about the case. It's about organization, how things are being done before the case. So like I see that with the way I was able to adapt, some people take time. It takes time for some people before they can easily adapt to that. But like Don said, it has to be systematic. You start from point 1, point 2, point 3. So Prince, point 1, this will be doing this. It's like a circle. Okay, then it goes back, and then it's a routine. Like, so once you are able to catch the concepts, no matter, even if you are sleeping, and they call you, you know where they are.
Exactly.
And moreover, like we are new, and like things are already hard because we had just left our home, and we are in a new environment, and we are overwhelmed with all that emotions and everything. And in top of that, we have to learn something new. And if our preceptor is just bombarding us with things, then we won't learn, is what I think. Like I think like that is true. Like every preceptor has their own approach, but if the preceptor understand that preceptory, then it will be very nice and helpful for that person, because he or she is starting from the scratch. Like he's just making a new life out of here.
Every one of us who's coming to Ireland, we have all experiences, right? One thing that I can say as well, aside from that workflow, whatever we've learned from wherever we were, we take them as an experience. Yeah. But we should not be trying to implement whatever we've learned there to here.
Yeah.
Because in here, there's also a system. There may be similarities, but it's not exactly the same.
Yeah, similar but different.
Yes, exactly.
Similar but different. Yeah.
What we can do is that we have to learn their system, and whatever learnings we had, we just put them there. It's like a Lego thing, right?
Exactly.
And if it doesn't work for them, whatever we've learned, something, then we should not be applying, and we should not be implementing. This is what I learned. No, it can't be like that. No. It has to be what's being done here. That's what we should be doing. Yeah.
I think we should be open with learning. We should be always open with learning. We should not just stick to one thing, right? We should be seeing things like in a broad way, not on a narrow way. And that's how we learn, I guess. Yeah. Yes.
At the moment, nurses who just came to Ireland, it's so hard to find houses.
It's hard, and the prices are just crazy, massive. You just earning and then just giving your sweat to somebody else. So it's not good. Hopefully, like things should get better in future.
Yeah, well, for me, when it comes to housing, like that is.
Oh man, you have so many houses. How many houses now have you been in?
I think this is my one. This is my third.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
that. Yeah, third.
That's my third house. You know, in Ghana, I'm trying to use Ghana as because that's where I know. I would say that they haven't really done well, like as a nation, and then and sometimes to some extent, organization in terms of health sector. Most of the government hospitals have, they call it bungalows or estates for the staff, for the nurse, for their workers. You know, so let's say for that, if you are a nurse and you are working there, at least you have a place to live. You know, a very cool, good place. Yeah. So they had, but here, you know,
You're on your own.
here the hospitals here in Ireland don't have. Well, I might be wrong, but then I haven't seen any hospital which has like
Accommodation.
like flats for the staff. And then you see the country hasn't really like well I think maybe the country was a small country. They have a lot of people coming in to work, and then I think that has really caught them, you know, caught them like to the point that they don't really have a lot of houses to accommodate people. And then because of that, like demand and supply, if the demand exceeds the supply, you know, the price definitely go up.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
So the price of houses are really going up, and that is the challenge now. Because someone like me, you know, I was living in Ghana. I was living in my own apartment. I mean, I had everything to myself. I never shared it. Like, I have never shared anything, like any apartment to anyone in my life. Like,
You're on your own. Yes.
But when I came here,
Oh, you have to share.
oh my God, yeah, you have to share. Initially, I was sharing with 6 people,
Oh my God.
Oh my.
No,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
and I reduced it to 4.
Yeah.
But again, you are sharing
I
with
was
4.
sharing.
Yeah.
But now we are 2. But the good thing is that both rooms are in suite. So the only thing we share is the kitchen and then maybe the sitting area. But at least our bedrooms are all in suite. So for me, it's better. It's better than my 2 previous experiences. But we hope. I understand they're building houses, isn't it? But for me, I haven't seen any of them do. I don't know. But you drive around. Don has the map of Ireland in his hands.
Yeah.
He drives.
No, they're building some houses
Yeah.
there, but there's a lot of people on queue for houses. It's just that the houses as well are getting more expensive.
Yeah.
That's
But you
why.
see, sometimes
That
you
is
see the thing,
true.
even sometimes you have the money, but it's not, you have the money to pay, but you don't even get it.
You can't get it, yeah, because
Sometimes, yeah.
you know, because there's so many people on the queue to get houses, and you have to be on the queue as well. That's why, you know.
And one more thing, like I think the construction. I don't know. I don't like this thing. Like the houses are beautiful, the infrastructure is good. The only thing I don't like about the houses is that you can literally hear the person, the next room.
Next room, yeah.
Like literally, you can hear, and it
Yeah.
is so annoying. It is
Yeah.
so annoying. You know, you don't have your own privacy, even though you have your privacy. Like I'm like in terms of talking, like
Yeah.
you cannot talk loud. You just have to maintain your voice because the walls are like I don't know, like they are wooden. I don't know, like
So there are different types of
They don't put the-
housing, the buildings. Probably the apartment is like just plasterboard or something.
I think so
Yeah.
because it is just not good.
And I wonder what kind of voice are you hearing?
Oh my God.
No, not that voice. It's just people are just talking and you just cannot, and then you have to say, can you please be a little slow?
I
Oh
thought
my God.
something.
For me,
Huh?
Oh,
For
no.
me, I was hearing that voice. In my second house, like I was hearing that voice.
Oh my
God! Yeah, and so I wouldn't sleep. Oh my God!
God.
Hearing that voice.
Oh, God.
Well, sometimes in the middle of the night. I'm
Oh
thinking,
my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
are the angels screaming or what? Maybe I think the angels come down too.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is
Yeah.
not good. That is not good,
Yeah.
So yeah, so I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, my God.
but eventually, I mean, the person.
And
the
that's why you moved out, I
That's
guess.
right.
That's why you moved out.
No. Actually, the person moved out before.
Oh, God.
I think about a month or 2 later. I
Okay.
also left the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now where I live
That's
now
funny, yeah.
it's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
So that is,
But,
when you
yeah.
share something, you need to literally look after the other people as well.
Yeah.
With walls like this.
Yeah.
So yes.
It's good, that we're sharing stories, we're sharing experiences in Ireland and all. I'm so glad that we're sharing moments with our viewers, with our listeners. And I'm sure this won't be the last time that we'll be talking to each other.
Oh, definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
And we will be learning more. And as we learn more, and we have more things to talk about. Thank you very much, guys, for coming in. I really enjoyed chatting with you, of
Well,
course.
Don, thank you so much for inviting us.
Yes.
Like, we really enjoy your company.
Oh,
like,
nice.
really.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Don,
you.
for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any
Really.
shout out there if you want to have something like your IG to follow? Yeah.
Oh, well, we are not as popular as you. So, but guys, do follow her, like his channel. Like,
Thank you
he
very much.
really makes some
But
good
You know
stuff.
what? After this show, you will have more followers. Then.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah,
No.
So just if you have something, have you an IG there? Maybe people are curious to follow. What's your IG?
Mine is Mina Singlovin.
Okay, and how do you spell that so that they can follow?
It's MENASINGH 11.
Yes, guys, follow Mina. Okay, and Prince.
And for me, I'm only on IG, so Prince Ofori. So Prince _ O4RI.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Again, thank you very much, and I enjoyed it. And to all the viewers, please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow these guys here.
Follow this guy here.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's the
yes.
Don.
He is a Don.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
so
from
much.
here, from Ireland, to all of you there, thank you very much for listening and for watching us. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Woo. Tara!
Let's stop.
Tara!
Let's stop.